So if you've ever stood in front of a crowded conference room, sweating while you plug your laptop into a projector, well, only to get that dreaded signal not supported error, you are definitely going to appreciate this deep dive.
Oh, yeah. That is the absolute worst feeling.
Right, it really is. So today we are looking at a device from HDTVSupply that claims to, well, eliminate that panic entirely. It's the Kramer VP-451 ProScale digital scaler. Okay, let's unpack this. Think of a scaler as like a universal real-time translator, but instead of translating languages, it translates video resolution.
Exactly. And look, at nearly $1,000, 948 to be exact, we are way past those cheap adapters you buy at the drugstore.
Yeah, way past.
Right. This is a high-performance professional device.
Yeah.
It's built to wrangle both HDMI and USB-C signals in these high-stakes environments where, a dropped signal just isn't an option.
But I mean, $1,000 still feels pretty steep for what essentially sounds like a cable adapter. Like, sure, it's actively manipulating the video, but what is it actually doing to justify that price tag?
Well, it's mathematically reshaping the image. It upscales, downscales, or cross-scales whatever mismatched video signal you feed it, just to perfectly match the native resolution of the display.
Wait, so it doesn't matter what resolution I plug in?
No, not at all. And it does this up to 4K resolution at 60 frames per second with 4.4.4 color sampling.
Okay, 4.4.4, that's a lot of fours. What does that actually mean?
Yeah, that part is crucial. It means it isn't compressing the color data to save bandwidth. Like, every single pixel gets its true, uncompressed color. Combine that with HDR10 support, which actively manages the high dynamic range for deeper blacks and brighter whites, and the picture quality is just pristine.
Wow, okay. But the feature that really caught my eye is the constant sync thing. I always just assumed that when you unplug a laptop, the screen going black is simply the projector losing power.
That's a super common misconception, actually. The scaler is generating its own internal timing signal and feeding it to the display continuously. So if the video source drops out, well, the scaler just keeps the connection alive.
Does this mean no more black screens when switching inputs?
Exactly. What's fascinating here is that it pairs this continuous sync with active HDCP compliance management.
Wait, HDCP, that's the copyright protection stuff.
Yeah, it constantly handles those invisible digital handshakes between devices that check for copyright protection, so you don't get those errors.
Oh, so it's like a stage manager at a theater. Like, if something goes wrong backstage, they keep the main curtain open and distract the audience so nobody actually sees the chaos of the set changes.
That is a perfect way to describe it. No more of those awkward blue, no signal flashes or sudden copyright errors shutting down your whole presentation.
Right, so that constant management is what you're really paying for.
Yes, you're buying peace of mind.
Here's where it gets really interesting, though. Usually, even if the video is seamless, my laptop battery dies halfway through a long presentation, or I get that awful electrical buzzing sound when I plug into the room's speakers. But this thing has a USB-C port that scales the 4K video and pushes 60 watts of power back to the laptop.
Yeah, simultaneously. Like, one single cable charges the presenter's laptop while taking in their high-end video.
That is wild.
It's a game changer because it completely eliminates points of failure and cable clutter. And on top of that, it handles audio embedding and de-embedding.
Which solves that buzzing sound I mentioned.
Right. Let's say you need to feed professional-grade room speakers.
Mm.
You really don't want to use a standard audio cable because those pick up electrical hum from the lights and, well, all the equipment around them.
The worst.
So this scaler pulls the pure audio data directly out of the HDMI stream and outputs it as a balanced analog signal. It physically separates the audio to prevent that interference entirely.
So what does this all mean for you when you actually step up to the podium? I mean, it ties into the automation. It uses CEC, which basically just means it can automatically wake up or turn off the TV and projector the second you plug your laptop in.
Exactly. You don't even need to find the remote.
Right. And it does all of this inside a rugged, fanless aluminum box. They're Mega Tools enclosure, meaning it won't overheat in a crowded AV rack, and it runs completely silently. You just plug in and it works.
If we connect this to the bigger picture, whether you are designing a high-end corporate boardroom or managing a massive sports bar matrix with dozens of screens, this tech just removes the friction between the human and the hardware. It ensures flawless delivery.
It really makes you consider just how much seamless technology we experience daily. Smooth screen transitions, perfectly synced audio. All of that relies entirely on invisible, unsung devices like this working silently in the background. What other invisible translators are running your daily life without you even noticing?